Welcome. My name is Miss Eileen and I am going to be working on today's project with you. So welcome to Virtual STEM Club Littles Edition. So this is our very first Virtual STEM Club for our younger age group. And today's project is called Straw Mazing. So what we're going to be doing is we are going to take paper plates, straws, and a little wooden marble, and we're going to make mazes out of them. So, what you should have already received here at the library when you registered was your Take and Make bag. And this is going to have all the supplies that you need to do the project today. Now, caregivers and parents, you will need a pair of scissors and to assist your little one in creating and finalizing their mazes. So make sure to have a pair of scissors handy. What we're going to do next is I'm going to go over what's in your Take and Make bag to see, just in case maybe we missed putting something in your bag. Sometimes that happens. We do make mistakes. And then I'm going to go step by step showing you how to put your mazes together. Now, I do want to let you know that there's a bunch of different ways to make your mazes. So I'm going to show you one example and just give you some suggestions on ways that you can do this project. And then you, the little, and your caregiver can do this project together at home and have all sorts of fun making your different straw mazes. All right, are you ready, littles? Are you ready to get started? Okay. So here are the contents of your Take and Make bag. So you should have 4 paper plates, and that way you can make 4 different mazes. You have a bunch of different straws. So we gave you some really big plastic ones, which we call the jumbo straws. We have some little plastic ones as well, and those are going to be a different color. And then we have some paper straws. So there's some blank white ones. We've got some fun little twisty colored ones. There's also going to be 2 wooden beads. They're the teal turquoise color. And those are going to be the marbles that we're going to have winding through our mazes when we're done here. And then you should have a roll of what we call washi tape. And this is just a special kind of tape. It's removable so that in case you wanted to change anything about your maze or design it differently, you can remove the washi tape and try it again. So that is everything that you should have in your Take and Make bag. And again, caregivers, you will need a pair of scissors because what we're going to do is we're going to cut down some of these straws to make our mazes into different patterns. All right, so now that we've talked about everything that's in our Take and Make bag, we're going to go over step by step how to do this project. So come on with me on this straw mazing adventure and let's make some mazes. Okay, so what we're going to do for the project is our goal, so what we're trying to do is we are trying to take this paper plate and we're going to take our different size and colored straws and we are going to cut them into different sizes and then we're going to lay them in different directions on the paper plate and we're going to tape them down using our washi tape. And then once we are done designing a whole maze, we can take our little wooden marble and we can try to put it through the maze by tilting and turning the paper plate so that the marble rolls around and gets through our maze from start to finish. So what I'm going to start with is I am just going to take a couple of the straws and I'm going to cut them down so that I have some different sizes and different shapes. And I will tell you that the straws do like to jump around, so caregivers, just be careful when you're cutting these. And again, I'm just taking some of these and I'm cutting them into different sizes. I want to start with some of my plastic ones and then I'm going to take some of my paper ones. And we gave you different types of straws to see, just to make it a little bit more fun, some variety. And just remember that with STEM Club, STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and math. And so it's really just about playing around. It's basically like one big science experiment that we're doing here today. Because we can change it and modify things on our maze to make the maze operate a little bit differently. Okay. So here you can see that I've got a nice little collection of straws that I have cut up. And what I'm gonna do is I am going to take some strips of my washi tape, and I'm just gonna start building my maze. And if you wanna do a little bit more like planning it out, what you could do is you could take a pencil and you could draw a shape of a maze on your paper plate and then build your straws around it. I'm just gonna start with building it right here. And the thing is with the washi tape, you can technically rip it with your fingers, which is another little fun sensory activity for your little one to do with you. And then having them also tape it down is the super fun part for them. So here is the start of my maze. I am gonna do a little like tunnel. So I'll start the bead kind of going here. And then, let's see, I think I want to make it go in that direction. And just remember that the way the different positions or placement of the straws, that's what's going to make the marble go in different directions. So the whole goal is to make sure that your little maze will have that, marble trail through it. So now I'm going to make my maze go in this direction. And the thing is, as caregivers, you might have to, as you're building the maze and putting it together, work with your little one to really figure out what they want, what direction and where they want their little wooden bead to go here. So, and sometimes maybe if you build a maze and you try to, get your wooden marble to go from the start to the finish, maybe it doesn't work and you have to change things. And that's, again, where that whole science part of it, this is just one little experiment that we're doing. And when you do a scientific experiment, you have to just try things and see how it works. And then try different things if things don't go the way that you had expected. So now, let's see. And so again, this is just about playing around, trying things. If it doesn't work, try it again differently. There's all sorts of ways that you can do this. And I'm just showing you one little example of how this can be done. And when I was a kid, I loved doing mazes, all sorts of, those finger mazes that are like in books and magazines. I don't know if, it was just Halloween, and usually in October, a lot of places offer like a corn maze that you can walk through on a field. And again, you're just trying to get from, the start of the maze to the finish line. And it's just always so fun, and it's kind of like one big mystery to solve, how to get from point A to point B. All right, so far it looks a little funny. There's a lot going on, but what you can see here is here's the start of my maze right here. And so right now I have, hopefully, again, I won't know until I try it when I'm done, but I'm hoping that I'll be able to get the wooden marble to go in right here and then go right around here and zigzag around. And then I'm still kind of trying to figure out how I want to end my maze on the other side. And I am just having all sorts of fun mixing and matching all my colored straws and my paper straws. Maybe if you wanted to try, doing patterns, that would be an extra little challenge to add to it. So let's see here. I think I need to cut some more of my straws. And if for some reason you find that you don't have enough straws for your project, just let us know and we can get you some more. We're always happy to make sure you have all the supplies you need to complete your projects. All right. Ooh, I'm getting excited. I can see it kind of coming together here. I think I almost have a finish line planned out. And when you get your first one done, again, try to challenge yourself for the next few that you end up putting together. You can make them more difficult. You can try, maybe you can try different shapes that your maze makes. Sometimes mazes, they're pictures of things or words. You could try to write, the maze could be like the first letter of your first name. So my name is Eileen, which starts with an E. So it would be kind of interesting if I tried to make a maze that was shaped into the letter E. Maybe you could just do, like a square and do some different things on the inside of you could make a square on the outside and then kind of fill it in. All right, or you could make one where the finish line is in the very center of your plate and kind of, make the straws so they swirl around into the center. I'm doing a pretty basic one because again, this is my first one that I'm making, so I'm just trying out to see what happens here. And the fun part is that once you have a maze put together, you could take your pen or pencil and you could write start and finish, and you could see if other people in your household, maybe you have other siblings or your parents and caregivers, they can try it as well. So it's fun to kind of see if other people can also finish your maze, marble maze, when you're done. So here I think I have my first maze completely designed. And again, my start line is right here by my red straws, and then I'm hoping that the finish line is right over here in between my white straws. So I'm gonna see what happens when I put the marble into my maze here. And again, you're gonna be tilting and turning the paper plate just a little bit to get that marble to kind of move through it. So, okay, here we go. We're gonna see. Here's my start line and my finish line. Do you think I can get it all the way through? Let's see. We're gonna see. Okay, here we go. Got it quick. Oh, all right, there we go. And then swirled around. Oh, I did it! Yay! So that is gonna be the project today. And again, that was just one example. I hope that you get really creative with it. And again, caregivers, you will have to assist with the straw cutting part of it. But it's super fun for your little one to just kind of lay out their designs on the paper plate. Tearing the washi tape and then taping it on with the straws is a good, fine motor skill for their little hands to practice. And again, if you're missing anything or need more supplies, just let us know. We'd be happy to get you some more items. I hope you have all sorts of fun today putting together all of your straw mazes. And I hope that if you have any fun pictures or videos of you putting this project together, that you will email them to me. I would love to see your finished products, especially cute little videos of your marbles actually going through your mazes. So good luck in all of your adventures here today in creating your mazes. I just love the way that my first one turned out, and I hope that you have all sorts of fun today creating your different designs. I want to let all of our future little scientists know that we have all sorts of fun books that you could check out here from the library to find more experiments and more projects for you to do. So if you visit the library sometime soon, we have all sorts of books in our nonfiction collection about projects that you can work on. So we have this one called Look, I'm a Scientist. And there's all sorts of fun experiments that you can do involving Play-Doh and slime. There's just all sorts of fun little projects that you can do. Like for instance, here is a page that talks about making Play-Doh at home, so you don't even have to buy anything. You can just use basic baking ingredients. Let's see, what else do we have here? We've got all sorts of fun things like Let It Snow, making snow at home. So all sorts of just fun projects that you can do. And last but not least, I just want to thank everybody so much for signing up and participating in this program with me today. Just so you know, we will have future Littles Edition STEM Club projects, so make sure to check out our winter quarter calendar coming out in December. All right, I hope to see you all soon. Bye for now.